Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I know I called it my love for reading. I really want to get back my love for reading. So this is my July TBR video, and I just finished watching, and I'll share, so I'll give her the credit. I just finished watching Four Paws in a Book, and she's kind of in the same boat I am, where she's feeling kind of slumpy in her reading, and I just like her. I want to fall back in love with my reading. I love reading. I've been reading for a long time, but I'm going to be honest. I've been struggling. I have not been reading as much as I want to. As I mentioned before, usually my TBR is I'm a book blogger, book, um, Instagram, TikTok. I share my reading. So a lot of the books that I have on my TBR are books that I've signed up with PR companies, art teams, and or NetGalley to read. And so I do have some in July that I need to read. So that'll be a big part of my to be read. But up first, I have Genuine Lies by Nora Roberts. I know that I have shared this before. I'm doing a Nora readathon with Peace Love Books in her Patreon group. We've been doing this, I think, 2-3 years now. And the book for this month is Genuine Lies. So I'll probably do the audiobook. It is a reread for me, but I love just rereading books that I used to love with Nora Roberts and just experience it. So I always do that. Her book club is on the 8th. So I'll probably do the audiobook of that one here soon. And then up next, I have a NetGalley book, Crash Into Me by Rabin Lee, if I have that right. Yep, Rabin Lee. So this one comes out on July 7th, and it is... So it's from the same author who did The Idea of You, which I've never read the book, but I love the movie, so I wanted to give her a chance. So this is a completely new, fearlessly intimate novel of messy, complicated relationship, one that delves into desire, race, power, and the shifting terrain of identity and selfhood. What happens when a fantasy from your past collides with your reality? In a complicated marriage and raising her children in Los Angeles' toxic playground of privilege and power. So the nice thing about NetGalley is that I don't feel as obligated to hit the due dates as I do for other ones that I'm on. So I do think that I'm going to do the audiobook for this one. It sounds interesting. We'll see. Like I said, I did get this one on NetGalley. So we'll see how that one goes. And then also on July 7th, I have Into the Fading Twilight by Catherine Cowles. I'm so excited. This is the next book in her, I need to look and see if I have it in her, I don't know why I am blanking out. My cat was sleeping over here and I disturbed her, so now she's just meowing like, how dare you? Anyways, let's see. Starlight Grove series. So this is her second book in the Starlight Grove series, and it's Cole and Nova's book, which I'm really excited. If you read book 1, you know who Nova is, and my heart just breaks for her. I feel like this one is going to be really emotional. I actually started it this morning. I have an ALC for it, and I'm already so excited. So I think I'm on chapter 3 or 4 already, and I'm loving it, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait. Catherine's books always hit emotionally, captivating. They're just absolutely the best. So I'm really excited about this one. This one is one that I'm really excited for in my July TBR. And then I have another NetGalley book on the 7th. I need to be careful on how many books I take on the same day. This is Every Version of You by Natalie Messier. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Says it's for the fans of The Love of My Afterlife and the 7-Year Slip. This is a debut following a woman who gets a chance to relive her college years with the opportunity to win back the one that got away. That sounds interesting. So that must have been what captivated me in the blurb when I signed up to get this through NetGalley. So again, I don't feel as obligated, so I'll probably wait for the audiobook and listen to it. It sounds interesting, so I'm excited to check that one out. It looks like it's got pretty decent reviews. And then on July 14th, I have Falling for You by Natasha Madison. I do have the ALC for this. I recently was approved for her art team. So I'm really, I've been following her for a long time. I've been reading for her for a long time. So I was really excited to get onto her ALC art team. So this is book one in a new series for her, Calling Falling for You. So I'm really excited to start a new series for her. So this is a night of passion brings together a man who is never looking for love and a woman who thinks she doesn't deserve it. I love her books. They're always fun, charming, and they hit you emotionally. So I'm really excited for this. So I have some really good authors and books coming up. And then another one is also coming out on the 14th is The Gossip and the Grump by Pippa Grant. I actually wished for this on NetGalley and was approved. So I'm really excited to read this. I have not read a Pippa Grant book in a few years. I love her. She's fun. Her books are rom-commy fun. So I think it's just the perfect type of refresh that I need to just kind of go back and just read something fun and see how it goes, because I really enjoyed those changes when I've been reading. So I'm really excited to read that one. And then after that, on the 22nd, I have Regretfully Yours Fox by Maya Alden. This is part of her Regretfully Yours novellas, and this one hits with a punch. It is a marriage in crisis, second chance romance with amnesia. So I'm so excited to read this. They actually, I think this, if I'm remembering correctly from the blurb, they get ready to divorce. So she asked for a divorce. She's done. And then something happens and he decides, wait a minute, do I really want a divorce or do I want her? And it's kind of their second chance. Her books are always good, but they hit because they always, it has betrayal and grovel, and it just has moments of hurt, not necessarily cheating, but definitely some type of betrayal. And so then he has to grovel and she needs to decide, is it worth giving him a second chance? So angsty books are my kryptonite. I love to read those, so I'm really excited for that one. And then the last book that I have scheduled is The Irresistible One by Marnie Mann, which comes out on 7/23. So that is a total of 8 books that I am signed up to read. So not terrible. So hopefully I can actually make my TBR this time. Let's see. So The Irresistible One by Marnie Mann is book 4 of the Weston Group series, and I'm really excited because these have been really hitting. So this is an extra spicy single dad billionaire romance. It's Colson Weston story, and I'm really excited. I've really been enjoying this. I have my Mabel right here. I have my Mabel here and my Milo right there. Anyways, I've really been enjoying this series by Marnie Mann, so I'm really excited to read this one. I need to double check. This may be the last book in the series, but I'm not sure. But they're all interconnected, standalone, so you can jump in anywhere. You can start with the first one, start with the second, start with this one. It doesn't matter. They're brothers, cousins, family members. I don't quite remember, but they're related family-wise, but they're interconnected, standalone. You can jump in anytime. And then one book that I did carry over from June is Voices Carry by Allison Rhymes. But this one I wanted to read on my own, but it came out at the end of the month in June, and I just didn't have time to read it. So I am sticking it at the end of my July TBR and my hopefully falling back in love with reading month, to see if I like it. And then the other books that I do have is I do have a book club with my daughter, Two Broads and a Book. So we're currently still reading the June book, which we did Into the Blue by, I want to say it's Emma Stone, but I don't know if that's correct. I'll put it right here. I'm doing immersive reading with that one, so I'm listening to it. So my audiobook right now is the Catherine Cowles book, but then I'm immersive reading Into the Blue as well. And so we're hoping to meet next week, and then next week we'll know what our July book. So that one's TBD, and then hopefully we'll be back on track every month on what we're doing. So I'm really excited. So that's kind of what's on my TBR and my radar for July. I'm hoping to do my audiobooks, just I'm enjoying my in-depth reread of books. I think the next one up is the 4th, but the audiobook is where I kind of try to read books that I think are going to help me get out of the slump that I'm in. But let's see what July brings, and I hope it's a great reading for everyone, and I hope everyone has a great month. Until next time.